Hi, Aries. Let me get closer to the mic. All right, welcome in, welcome in. I'm starting to slowly move everything around this room and rejigger everything. My new desk is coming in and moving everything, and soon I'll have like a decent looking studio background. No more looking at this weird white wall in the background and the shakiness. That's gonna stop. So, with that said, what's going on for my Aries the last week of January? Queen of Pentacles. All right, so a lot of you, there's two camps here if I'm looking at this. The Queen of Pentacles is talking about somebody that's nurturing, kind, caring, very motherly, single parent, single mother, father. You could be also be taking care of your mother. Otherwise, this is an earth sign female, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. And it could be somebody you're waiting for. If that's not the case, then this is your energy because you are my queens, as I've always said. And with my queens, I see at the bottom of the deck, you're waiting for something. And I think the thing that you're mostly waiting for, and the intuition that I'm picking up here, is you're either waiting for this relationship to come in, a person to answer you back, a job to answer you back. You're looking for some form of stability, and you're waiting for it to come in. A raise, a promotion, a person. It's something along the lines where it entails a form of stability and a place for you to feel secure and solid in something that you're waiting for, because this is at the bottom of the deck. But let's see. Let's continue and see what's going on. That's coming in towards you. Just realized I didn't grab the right decks, which are back there. I have to go and get them for the before and after tarot. So let's see. The Three of Cups, King of Cups, Six of Wands. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. The King of Pentacles and Temperance. Let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. Eight of Wands. All right, some of you guys are meeting people simultaneously. All right. See, at the bottom of the deck, this Eight of Wands, this is action going back and forth. And this is like going on right now in your life. So it's an energy that's going to be taking place next week or 2 weeks from now, or it's currently happening. It's soon. It's very, very soon. And under that is an Ace of Pentacles. Some of you could be getting a new job, something new, something solid. Others of you, it can be a relationship. Because here is what I'm looking at, right? You have the Three of Cups and the Six of Wands. This talks about success, vindication, validation, and winning something here. All right, because this is the good news, the Three of Cups. Others of you, if this is in regards to a relationship, the person that you were dealing with in the recent past comes back to vindicate you and validate you and tell you, Aries, I like you. I want to be with you. And it could be third-party situation. We'll see when we clarify. But moreover, it could be a reconciliation. Now, the thing where it gets interesting is you have two kings here, two energies. One is very earthy and grounded and secure, and the other one's more on the emotional side where they're emotionally mature, where they're very watery. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Again, these can also be two characters in your life who are, helping you work-wise. And you're celebrating some kind of good news here. And Temperance is the thing that's restoring the balance within you. But it's also talking about patience and temperament. But let's see what's going on here. What does an Aries see? What's coming? The surprise. Page of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Let me have one more. For those of you where this is work related, you might be getting something new that's not exactly in your wheelhouse, but you're learning the ropes, like you're learning the curve. So this could even be like Some of you that are, going back to school, or you're learning something, getting certified. Others of you, this is your brand new job and you're just learning the ropes. If this is love related, this is talking about hitting a peak, hitting a plateau with somebody. Somebody that you have potential, but now it's got to graduate. It's either going to end or it's going to go somewhere else, something further, something where it's going to be into like a relationship. And, of course, in true fashion, here's our third king, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, somebody very fiery, somebody the same element zone as you. All right, so others of you, this could be somebody that's just younger than you and they're like a fire sign, somebody very, very passionate. But look at this little offer that comes in. And isn't it just like this to happen to an Aries where, it's dry as a fucking desert and then the next minute it's like raining men or women. Same with work. You're sitting here struggling for years and now all of a sudden it's like things are opening up, all these avenues. But this Page of Pentacles with this King of Wands, it's interesting to me because it looks like it's something that has potential to grow into something, but there's some sort of stagnation possibly. It could be that one of the two of you could also be bored, but we'll see when we clarify. So for now, let's see what the advice is for the week. I suspect you're at this weird stage, Aries, where you're in between being presented with a bunch of things and making a decision to consider what's best for you, what road you're going to go down, what avenue you're going to take. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles for advice talks about just going slow and steady. And slow and steady is going to win this race. Because if you keep speeding ahead, you'll miss opportunities. Or if you rush something, you'll crash and burn. So going slow and steady means you're going to be cautious. So you're going to take things with a grain of salt. As you hear them, as you see them, as you live through them, just go slowly and cautiously. You're also in this place of healing. I read this really interesting meme the other day, and I read a little bit into it, and I want to read a little bit more before I talk on it. But I remember, having these deep conversations about love, and the relationships that we have in our life. For those that I'm talking about romantic love, the first one is young love. It's puppy love. It's the love that, it could even be the person that you marry. But then that goes away because you grow up and you graduate and turn into something else. And you both just gradually go in your own ways. The second big love is painful. It's the lessons. It's the hard shit. It's the tough stuff. It uncovers things about you never knew before. Your tolerance level, how far you're going, learning about your boundaries. And it's really, really painful. And sometimes relationships get stuck in that zone area. And then the universe sees us and they're like, well, we can't give you your last love, the third one. The third one sneaks up out of nowhere. And that's the one that you're meant to be with, your soulmate, your life partner, your forever. But you got to be prepped for it because they're the ones that are going to carry you through the rest of your stages of life, right? And the reason I'm saying this is because if you slow your roll, you're going to see it. And you're healing. So it makes me feel like a lot of you are healing that second stage of your love lives. I feel almost borderline same shit with work and your careers. Maybe you did some a little mistakes here and there in your past, and now you're starting to learn what you like, where you want to go, what you want to do, what's going to, make you hop out of bed and be happy you're going to work. Things like that. Let's see the outcome for the week. You have the Knight of Wands, and there it is, the Seven of Cups. Of course, I told you, you're somewhere in the stages of being introduced with all this stuff, with all these kings, all these people, and all the king's horses, all the king's men, and all the king's horses couldn't put this Humpty Dumpty back together again. Why am I saying that? Why is it stuck with me? because aside from the fact that this is like Alice in Wonderland tarot deck, I mean, neither here nor there, but still, it's making me feel like you're going through Alice in Wonderland. You're going through Wonderland, and you're meeting all these characters as you're going through your journey in the story of your life. And you're, you know, there's a point where you're seeing all these kings and all these opportunities that are coming to you, and you're trying to process, right? And of course, you're going to end the week with the Seven of Cups, because each door is going to represent your options, what each king is giving you and presenting to you. All right, in the cross position is the Chariot, which is you being stuck, staring at those options. All right, and the Knight of Wands, which is something flaky. It's something in and out. So this is something casual. This could be an affair. You're just having a fling with somebody. And this is why you're starting over here with this Queen of Pentacles, which is you're looking for something stable, but you're ending the week with this in and out thing. And maybe you're just undermining yourselves, unless you want it to be non-committal. And then you have the High Priestess in the cross. You're challenged to use your intuition. And for others of you, it could be somebody you're just like not talking to, or you're challenged because you aren't speaking to this person, or you're finding it difficult to talk to this person, to communicate with them. And this is what's kind of holding you back. I think if you just slow your roll and you look at these options and then you get more information, I suspect you're going to make the right choice. I feel heavily that way only because I see the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, bossing up, creating your own empire. All right, now let me go get those two decks. Voila. So, universe, angel, spirit guides, tell me about Queen of Pentacles. It's clarified by the Queen of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse talks about, oh, and the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You're not thinking about your feelings. You're not thinking about your emotions. This is being emotionally unstable. So, before you got to this place, being the Queen of Pentacles, you were in a place that you were emotionally unstable. I'm not saying that you're some lunatic and you're crazy and you're erratic. It's just you were looking to balance it. Because why? You were having a passionate new beginning, or you had some passion project. And now, in the current position, you are with this queen, you are as this Queen of Pentacles, trying to find that stability. So this is a good thing. Let's see what the After Tarot has to say. I think you are receiving something, an offer of some kind, or someone's coming in, or you met somebody. If you haven't, you will be. I could have sworn I saw a card upright. No, it's another deck card. Alrighty, let's see. Yeah, I think somebody from your recent past comes back. It was in the reverse. This is when your ships do come in. And at the bottom of the deck, Six of Swords reverse. Somebody got in their little raft and went up that bumpy, rough-ass river to come find you. So in a cute little way, that means they swallowed their pride and their ego and contacted you. Or they will. Let's continue. Why are there two kings here? The Three of Cups and Temperance and Six of Wands. I think you have somebody new and then somebody that you liked from your past, and now you have this going on. before you were in a happy relationship or you were in a happy environment. Happy environment is your family, your colleagues, your coworkers, at work. You're in a happy relationship with people somewhere. This is before. And you were looking at something that you were investing in. Your time, your energy, your career, your relationship with a person, all of that. Others of you, if you're not dealing with two people, it could be one person with the same energy, someone who's emotionally available and stable. But you got a third. You got a king here of wands also. And that person is in the position of what you don't see coming. So this is coming out of left field. Look at this, 5 of Wands in reversed. Well, 5 of Wands talks about competition, competing for you. Or it talks about roadblocks, obstacles, issues, things where, fighting, arguing, things like that. But in the reverse, it means these blocks, obstacles remove themselves from your situation, from your circumstance. The other card that fell out was the Page of Wands. This is you being curious. You're like, why is this person all of a sudden texting me again? Why are they back? I haven't spoken to them in a hot minute. Like, I thought this was a nothing burger. I thought this was like dead and done. And I think they reach out and it makes you curious. You're like, I don't know. And it could be because something in their environment fell away and now they're kind of like easing their way back to you. Okay, let's see. Let's continue. What is the Page of Pentacles and the King of Wands, please? Five of Swords. You win some, you lose some. In fact, you might have to cut one out and sacrifice. Oh, yeah. Because if you want a commitment or a relationship or that job that's going to rain money on your home, you can't have it all. You're going to lose something. That's why you see those people in the card in the background. It's like kind of like saying, all right, that part of me is, I guess, over. I guess I have to say goodbye to that individual. And maybe that's how you were feeling. And then all of a sudden, here comes this King of Wands out of left field. Please clarify. It's kind of like you were already thinking that. And then you were like, oh my God. Like, where's this guy coming from now too? Or this girl? But with this Sun and the Page of Swords, you're kind of like, it's making you happy, and yeah, it's making you curious, and it's also making you think like, well, what if? Maybe this might be all right. You're trying to get more information, so now you're like dialing in and asking people about this individual. How do you know Jack over there? Or how do you know Jillian over there? And what kind of person are they? What kind of people are they? So you're kind of doing that because you have a fresh new start in love coming in. Lickety split. And this is the after tarot. So this out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. And guys, these are future predictions for the end of the month, so give it some time if they haven't happened yet. What is the Page of the Knight of Pentacles? Why couldn't I say that? Oh, I had this like big pain over here in my chest, and I thought I pulled a muscle, so I debated if I should do your video or not, because every time I take a deep breath in, it hurts. It's like, that's all right, I'll survive. All right. So before, when I had this Knight of Pentacles, at the bottom of the deck was the Four of Swords, right? In the before tarot that's popping out here, you have Judgment and Four of Swords again. So before, you were making a judgment call and you were healing yourself because you went through something traumatic. You went through some shit, all right? You went through something upsetting and you were resting. And now you're picking up the pieces and you're moving forward. And it's just saying that's what you should be doing. You should be healing. You should be resting. You should be making final decisions and judgment calls, because something that you had before collapsed your foundation. So say you had a job and then that went away. That's a collapse of this. Say you had a relationship and it never upgraded. That's this. This is kind of like what you were recovering from. Some kind of foundation that was not getting off the ground or that fell apart. So now you got on your little horse. You started picking up all the pieces and you started walking slowly and cautiously, because now things are starting to come at you out of left field. And this is a lot to do with what I was telling you, Aries, that the last 2 years were a buttload of life lessons. And then this year, things are gonna move very, very quick. Because those shit-ass relationships, those shit-ass jobs, they're happening to you now where you're getting away from them, or the universe is taking them away from you. So you can get into something more like this. All right? Knight of Pentacles, please. Oh, talk about out with the old, in with the new. Dang. Jesus Christ. Sorry for those of you that are very religious. Take it back. Look at these cards, guys. Two major arcana. The Tower and the Chariot. It's literally what I just got done saying. Something catastrophic is being removed. Something toxic. Something beneath you. Something below your worth. Below your value. The Tower does not come to us lightly. The universe is like, holy shit, Jane is going to just fucking stay there at that dead-end job. And the girl is qualified to be a goddamn director. Why is she sitting there? I'm going to take this job away from her. Boom. Archangel, whatever up there. Job loss. Chariot. Get in your car. The journey of your life is moving forward. Regardless of the positive and the negative forces around you. This is what it's saying to do. If something fell apart, let it go. Get in your bus, get in your car, get in your chariot, and take your little horses and move forward. Slowly, cautiously. Because you are getting rid of something that is not for you. And you know what's at the bottom of the deck at the after tarot? It's the Ten of Cups. It's the happy couple. It's the happy environment. It's the happy relationship. It is the place where you all feel great amongst each other. All right, let's continue. Things are going to move quickly, Aries, this year. Very quickly. Because Spirit's like, yeah, you want to get settled? Well, we got to settle some shit with you too, Aries. We got to get rid of some crap. Things that you're just like, it's time to be like, wake up. That's not for you. It's like almost like this, right? And I was telling my friend the other day, there's people who do their resume and they dumb it down. Other people, like, they jack it up. Like, they're like supersonic and they're not even qualified. And I noticed that this, like last year or whatever like that, I did dumb down my resume. And yeah, I did get the job. And then I noticed like all these people who are jacking up also their resume for positions that they're not qualified for. And I had this conversation with my VP, the vice president of the company, the other day. And she keeps coming to me and skipping right over the director, right over to me. And I'm like, what an Aries thing to do, right? To bring ourselves down because we think that we're not qualified for something. So wrong. And that's what this is talking to you about. It's saying you are worthy of so much more. There's no more of this. This year, it's about confidence. This year, it's knowing that you have the skill set to do what you need to do and go out there and get it. This year, it's about knowing about surviving relationship stage 2. It's that. All right, let's see what the before is telling you. By the way, the end of the conversation with the VP, she's like, 6 months in, I realized you dumbed down your resume. She goes, I said, yeah, I don't see the promotion, but yet you come for me for questions on how to answer them. And she's like, I do. She goes, but makes you feel any better. You make the most money out of everybody. I'm like, yeah, okay, I can live with that. Go to her. Before, please. Three of Wands, Ace of Cups, Five of Cups in reverse, and the Ace of Swords, and the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yep, I love it. All right, let's chat. So basically, why you have this Knight of Wands here, your Chariot is sideways. You know, you have your Chariot here upright in your advice, but you have it as a cross in your outcome. Look, I think you're starting to see some of your blessings in disguise here. Okay, because before you were like, oh my God, what was me? I lost this, I lost that, I lost this job, I lost this person, I lost this friendship. And you weren't looking at the two cups that were right behind you. In the reverse, you see it now. You see it clearly, right? Somebody comes at you with an honest conversation and puts all their cards on the table. Check this out. Ace of Cups, something you're going to love. So if this is a job, you're going to get a new offer that you're going to love. There's your contract. Others of you, this is a fresh new start in love with truth, like both knowing each other's intention. And Three of Wands. So aces are opportunities. And that's kind of like how the universe works in a way too. They're like, we'll give you the opportunities, but then after that's your free will. After that, you make what you will with that opportunity. Do you take it? Do you leave it? Do you fuck it up? Or do you turn it into gold? Let me tell you something. This year, Aries, you have the Midas touch. So go with the flow. Especially if you have a tower in your advice position, you let that shit burn, you let it fall, and don't you friggin' look back. If you want that relationship to come back at you, well, they got to get back in their little raft and keep going through rocks and to get to you, because they got to come in correct. All right? So let us continue with after. So it looked like there's something that's coming along the pipelines where you're going to have these offers and opportunities. It's going to make you pause. It's going to make you be stuck for a hot second. But I see you applying at it, but not in a committal kind of way. But let me see. Maybe you're afraid to commit to this or what it is. Show me after, please. I think the reason you're doing that is because something fell apart, this tower thing, and you're healing, or you will be. That's why you have the Three of Swords. But look, at least here, the swords are out, and you've bandaged your heart, and you're moving forward. So I think this is why you're not talking or communicating just exactly yet. You're reviewing your options here. I know you're looking for stability, Aries, in whatever it is. But it's good that you should go slow and steady because you are healing. All right? Because something did fall apart. And if you don't heal, you're not going to see clearly what it is that you want or need for yourself. So this is how the week is ending. It's very interesting. Can I actually have one more, if you'll permit, Spirit, to see what this is, more details in regards to this, please? Oh, it's to a person. Oh, it's definitely to this person, the fire sign. The Aries, Leo, Sag, they don't have to be. They're just somebody you're attracted to. A lot of passion and chemistry, etc. Okay. Let us know, spirit guides, for love, please. Worth waiting for. That's why it's saying go slow and steady, because you're coming out of something that just recently happened to you. So they want, it's like almost the universe is trying to coach you and tell you, look, first things first, we have to get rid of some toxic shit or something that wasn't working for you or something that wasn't elevating you. We have to remove it. Person-wise, relationship-wise. Then they're saying we're gearing up for the next stage, the next step. Because what this is all saying is this is the person that's coming in Stage 3, in love and romance, is worth waiting for. Yeah, look, they're calling in your soulmate at the bottom of the deck. Well, I'm going to pull one more in the extended for the members, and then, we'll deep dive over this. But before we go, let's get one last card from Shadow and Light. Aries, please. Boundaries and respect. Ooh. This is going to be a good one. If you pulled this card, you are being encouraged to take a close look at the boundaries you are setting and who in your life respects them and who doesn't. Setting boundaries with people we love and even people we don't particularly like is not always easy. Sometimes you might not even know what your boundaries are straight away if being asked. Here's a chance to start analyzing what your boundaries might be and where you would like to implement them some more. A big reason a lot of us are scared to set boundaries is the fear of rejection from other people. We're afraid that they will not respect it, or they will say something mean, or even stop being in our lives. But a question you might need to ask yourself is whether you really want these people in your life who don't respect you or your wishes. Might you be better off without them? If you let one person push your boundaries, they may get even harder to set in the future. Even though you might have stated your boundaries to people, perhaps even multiple times, these are some that won't respect and honor them and will try to push them further and further back. It might sometimes feel like you have to be clearer to reinforce the importance of your boundaries that you had set, but please know that you don't have to get better at stating your boundaries. It is each person's own responsibility to be respectful to others and to you. Have a think whether there is anyone in your life that is not honoring your boundaries and whether you need these people in your life. In movies, respect is often presented as something you can earn or that you must earn. You need to prove to yourself first to be worthy of respect. But is it true? If we look at it from our own perspective, do we really think that people need to prove to us first that they are worthy of respect before we treat them respectfully? Might it not be everyone's personal individual responsibility to show respect for others? It is not your responsibility to make other people respect you. It is their responsibility to behave respectfully. Interesting. Yep. Aries, if you let people walk all over you and you don't set those boundaries, it's going to be almost impossible later on down the road to set them, as the book entails. It's the same thing at work. If you let people walk all over you, goodbye. Goodbye. All right, guys, this is what I have for you. I really hope this helped. Members, I'll see you over at the extended. Link is down below.